Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is day one, the evening session, the afternoon session for the World Indoor Championships. And yes, we're excited because the men's 60-meter finals comes up. And yeah, we have an opportunity to not place one slash two, but three athletes on the podium. So yeah, we are excited to say the least. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As long as you're here, please remember to hit the like button. Also, sound off in the comment section to let me know who is here with me. And of course, the like is the thumbs up. Of course, you can give me hearts, I don't mind, but also hit that thumbs up button. I see Black African is already here. Welcome, Black African. You can't see me. Um, I hope I'm on. No, I hope you can see me. No, let me know for sure that you can see me slash hear me slash everything me. Right, I'm here. Of course, the women's shot put final is on, and yeah, it is going to go down. When it comes to that women's shot put, you know, I guess the commentators are saying the possibility of maybe four women over 20 meters, in this particular final. It's that good, right? So let us see how things, pan out for it. I'm sad not seeing Daniel Thomas Dodd. I don't know what's happening, but we just have to wait and see, and of course wish her all the best. You know what? As I make mention of Danielle Thomas Dodd and the unsurety, with her repping Team Jamaica because of course she opted out of the World Championships last year. She, of course, not interested in the World Indoor Championships this year either, right? There was a new update that World Athletics did when it comes to you know countries poaching other talents, right, to bolster their team, and the effect, is going to be absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm for it, but as it relates to things that happened in the past, I'm kind of wondering to myself, if that is going to be affecting the athletes that have already, initiated the process, of getting transferred, to a different country. So we have four. Is it four? Yeah, four athletes that have initiated their transfer to Turkey, right? So that's Wayne Pinnock, that's Rajendra Campbell, Jadon Hibbert, and child. Who am I missing? I'm missing Discuss through. His name is slipping me right now, but four athletes, right? And World Athletics has a new regulation, right, when it comes to getting eligible to compete for a different country. So they say in Turin, the World Athletics Council approved further amendments to the eligibility rules and transfer of allegiance regulations concerning areas such as excess numbers and mass applications, recruitment led by clubs of athletes at younger ages, and a cap on the number of applications during an Olympic cycle. The council has set clear imperatives within the regulations on how transfers are meant to complement the development programs of applicant member federations. Right? So they're like, listen, we're putting a cap on the number of athletes that can transfer allegiance during an Olympic cycle. Again, I'm here for it because you can have one country literally poaching, or not even one country, multiple countries. Just imagine multiple countries coming in, and if all the Jamaicans said, hey, I'm interested, just imagine our whole team getting stripped. That would be crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm actually here for it, but the question now becomes, does this affect the previous applications, right? That's the thought process here when it comes to, okay, there are four right now that are, we're within, I guess, the Olympic cycle, right? And there are four right now that are awaiting transfer of allegiance. Does this affect them, and what is the cap? What is the number? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, I'm here for it because let's use champs as an example, right? If you didn't put like a cap on athletes transferring from school to school, the bigger schools, the larger schools would continue to raid the smaller schools, and the smaller schools wouldn't have a program, right? So the what you call it, ISA, had to put a rule in place where, yeah, we have to put a stopgap on that. So no, you can't just be transferring willy nilly. You know what I mean? So I'm here for it, right? You can't just be raiding programs, especially the hard work that said program or said school, put in. And then guess what? The big school just come and say, "Oh, I see your talent. Come over here." You know what I mean? And they're just gone with the talent just so after you put in all of the hard work. So from a grassroots perspective, a lot of people don't think that, because I saw this, as an opinion, but a lot of persons didn't view Jamaica as helping the athletes in their development. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Without our grassroots program, coming through our high school system, what athlete would they be? You know what I mean? So of course, absolutely, you know what I mean? Is it working? Okay, it's saying reconnecting, but I don't see anything off. I hope it's working. I hope you guys can still see/hear me, right? I hope so. All right, let's get into the shot put. Final view live results here. All right, so my internet is giving problems right now, so I don't even know how the stream is gonna go. So far, Sarah Mitten has thrown from Canada has thrown 19.57 meters. Then we have Yemisi from Germany throwing 19.46. Abria Smith from USA throwing 18.66. As as what is this? Axelina Child from Sweden throwing 18.59, and Chase Jackson throwing 18.35. That's pretty down for her, caliber. And of course, the performances keep rolling in. But so far, Sarah Mitten from Canada leading with a 19.57 meters. All right, let's jump in the chat and hear what you all got to say. Um, as I said, hey, Black African, what's good? Hey, Shanika, ever bless, what's good? Or Shika, sorry, ever bless. Listen, I'm always spoiling y'all's names. You sound low. I hope you can hear me now. Um, what time is the 60? All right, so the 60 meter comes up. The semifinal is after 2. So let me tell you exactly what time after 2. It comes up at, so 2:60. Oh no, yes, 2:16 is the men's 60 meter final semifinals, and the final comes up at 3:22. So they have roughly an hour, you would say, between the semifinal and the final, right? And yeah, so and that's my time. I'm in Jamaica. Back to the chat. The girls are running the 60 meters tomorrow. Thank you, Asian Fairly. I appreciate it. Hey, Dean Lewis, what's up? A cap and also say a 2-year block from competing for the new nation. Well, I don't know if a 2-year block, guys. Remember that this is the athlete's income. I mean livelihood. Yeah. So outside of the regulations that are required when it comes to things that you have to pass in terms of just transferring allegiance, like, yeah, I'm not for a block, because if the transfer is accepted, then yeah, just go, you know what I mean. I got to say, T, I've seen a few of the races, and to me, Level looks the most impressive. Level looks the most impressive for the Jamaicans to me. That's what I witnessed. I think Trevor and Bamel looked really, really good. And yeah, the times also reflect the performances, yeah? So Trevor and Bramel ran the fastest time, looked the easiest to me. Brian Level looked very good. I would say Jordan Anthony looked very good too. You know what I mean? Ah, I didn't like, Akeem's race, and I didn't like Kishane's race. But the important thing is they won, they qualified. So let's see, you know what I mean? Somebody in the comment section, I believe, said that, hey, these athletes weren't really pushing out of the blocks. So again, let's see what happens, because I do, y'all know I did my preview video as it relates to how I'm expecting these athletes to be able to perform. And yeah, I'm hoping that that's the case. Brian Level has definitely shown me that he's capable of, going really, really fast based on what I saw in the heats. It wasn't perfect because I still didn't really like his start either. You know what I mean? But it was better than, what I saw from the other Jamaicans. The other athlete that I thought looked good too was Jeremiah Azu. I don't think he looked as good as, a Trayvon Bromell or a, Brian Lavelle or even a Jordan Anthony. He didn't look that good. But when you think about the type of athlete that he is, and the expectations that you have for him, he looked good. Um, are those the only athletes that stood out to me? I think those are the only athletes that stood out to me. You know what I mean? But it's the semifinals. I expect the athletes to take it up a notch. You know what I mean? And all that's important really at the end of the day is qualifying to the finals, because we've seen athletes barely qualify to finals sometimes and come out and win the whole shindig. You know what I mean? When it comes to indoors, let's use Kambunji as an example. Kambunji just walk in and look like so she need go do not knock and win the whole thing. You know what I mean? So with that being said, right, we have to take that into consideration as well. It's the 60. It's pretty quick. A lot of people get into their running at the end, so the athletes that are suited to the longer sprint, which is the 100, may not necessarily do as good as athletes that, hey, they get that pop off really quickly and surprise you, right? So let's see though. Those are the athletes that I'm looking at though. Loving the look, T. Fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't understand not having Starlink. A Starlink may I use on Star. Look here. It's so funny. When I was, setting up the stream for yesterday. So yesterday I was testing out this stream to see if it would work, and I tested my upload speed and download speed, and my jaw literally left to the ground because I was like, "There's no way." I got, I think, 14 and 3. I kid you not, 14 and 3. Download clearly being the highest one and upload being the lowest one, right? And I said, no, 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 no. I have to contact Starlink, support immediately because I don't know what has been going on since the hurricane. Like, I've been waiting it out and hoping that it would just, automatically fix itself. But, like, it just hasn't been working. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. Let me just contact them. And after them putting me through the rigors yesterday of, figuring out exactly what was wrong, which makes me rude not contacting them before, but whatever. They eventually sent out a brand new Starlink. So I'm just going to have to wait, for that one, and then I'm going to resend them this one. But like, it's not working. It's genuinely just not working, and I don't know what's wrong. You know what I mean? So, and yeah, as I said, they tested everything they could test. And yeah, so I don't know if it's the fact that more people are now using Starlink or whatever, but when I just got it, it wasn't doing these things, and now it's just not working. Remember at Jamaica, I'm from to Mandeville born. Okay, Sonic Marsh. Tia predict Kishay and Jordan Bryan for the medals in that order. Not a bad prediction. Though people will say no, given how Trayvon Bromell looked, in the first round, that how dare you leave out Trayvon Bromell. But a finals is a finals, you know what I mean? So I'm not knocking you. After all, you have two Jamaicans on it. I'm not gonna be mad. Okay, honey, can hear me now. I just feel Akeem is going to false start trying to get out of the blocks. Prove me wrong. Do you know that even though Akeem has had issues false starting locally at these development meets, I don't believe I've ever seen him go to any, big meet and false start. He's never done it at a global championships, right? He's always lead off for us in the 4x1, never false started ever, right? I don't think I recall seeing him ever false start on the Diamond League either. Has he ever false started? Maybe once I've seen a false start on the Diamond League. But yeah, he doesn't really do it. So I don't know, what happens when he's at the development meets. Maybe just focusing too much on execution and, get in all in his head at that particular point, right? But he doesn't really do it outside of that. So I'm not, foreseeing any false start. And don't go to man. Don't even put your mouth pan Akeem to know fast that. Um Brian has been thus far an element of surprise in his in career Who is to know, he might pull another one in the final. Yep, for sure. Which is why I used that tenth of a second on Brian as well, the same tenth I used on Kishane. And guys, I wouldn't use that tenth on everybody because people I guess have been wondering if why am I using a tenth. Listen, if you're not elite, I'm not using that tenth on you for a breakout athlete. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. If they weren't who they were, I wouldn't have used that tenth of a second, in my preview video. And it's the same thing for Brenna Liston, right? And even Janelle Smith, right? Again, I wouldn't be using, the references that I used if they weren't the athletes that they were, right? So I think it's very plausible for Brian Level to come in here and do something absolutely crazy. I think the same thing for Kishane. I wasn't comfortable with how he looked in the heat, not gonna lie, but I still think he's very well capable. You know what I mean? And let's not forget, every single time that everybody has expected, somebody to beat Shane in the 60s that we've watched so far, minus the one he did indoors, where he placed third. He was always on top. He was on top, when their last outing in Jamaica, with Kishane, Brian, and Akeem, one, two, three in that order. All of them dipping below 6.5s, right? So again, I do think he's very good, and I think he's a caliber athlete. I think I saw somebody post something about being a 60-meter specialist. There's no way I've ever said Kishane was a 60-meter specialist. I even went as far as indicating why MVP uses the 60 meters indoors. You know what I mean? And when I noticed it started to happen, but I think you guys don't even listen to what I say. Like honestly, when you guys click onto my video, sometimes I'm disappointed with the things you say in the comments because it makes me feel like you're not here to watch, or not watch, but at least listen to what I have to say and have a constructive comment based on what I said. Whether you're criticizing what I said, or agreeing, right? It feels sometimes like you guys are not even listening because you just say some random stuff and maybe you're just here to look at me, which I don't mind if you're here to look at me, but come on. I want you guys to focus on the track and field, right? So I think Kishane is very, very capable, and I'm hoping that the Kishane that I think is very, very capable over the first half of the race turns up. In the finals, I do think Akeem Blake is also very, very capable as well. Let's just hope it was whatever in the heat, just doing what they were supposed to do to make it through to the next round, and we see real business when the next round turns around. You know what I mean? That's my view. Um, I think Brian looked the best of the Jamaicans. I can see him potentially taking gold. I can see that too. I don't think Kishane will medal. I think Brian Level will. Kishane always gets tense in the finals and his muscles get tight. Actually, it looks kind of tense to me in the heats. You know what I mean? Which was surprising to me, right? I didn't expect him to look the way he looked, right, in the heats, which is making me very, very nervous, right? And I'm not focusing on this 1500 meters, child. I haven't been focusing on nothing on the track. Not a thing. I'm just a chat me out. Or I'm talking to myself. Oh gosh. I think I don't. Okay, I think I read that one already. Akeem is who he is. He he's close to or at his peak. We need to stop expecting more. And what is his peak? Just asking for a friend. What is his peak? Because last I checked, right? I don't think I haven't had no crazy expectations of Akeem, at these championships. I thought, the times that I, said he could run were within expectations of what, Akeem is capable of doing, given what we've seen from him in the past. So I'm not really sure, what you're saying when you say, we're expecting too much, right? Please explain. Um, Team, me na guzzle him. Me want the best for him. You better make sure. I feel like Shane needs to relax more in the finals. He's too tense. Yeah, I want him to relax more too. 60-meter finals is going to be a photo finish. Probably. The best part of Kishane race is the first 60. Where can I watch this, please? I can't find the live stream on World Athletics site. Where are you? Chris, are you in the USA? It's on Peacock if you're in the USA. Um, However, if you're not in the USA and you're trying to watch it on World Athletics, you have to have a VPN, and you have to know whichever country that doesn't have their own broadcast. So I'm not sure which country, because I did check, with Japan and Australia, and they have their own feed, showing the World Indoor Championships. So I'm not sure which country right now doesn't have their own feed, but I'm sure there's a few because World Athletics is showing it on their website. Oh, you're in Kenya. Can I check this thing now? Did you check the country? Did you check if the da da da? Give me a second there. Let me see something. Where's watch? All right, so Chase Jackson has thrown a big one. Let me see what she threw. So she threw 1996. Sarah Mitten has improved her throw as well, 1960. So yeah, or 19.1.60 and 19.66. So those are the top two. All right, back to this watch thing. God have mercy. Me click on this or something I need to go mash up my sitting. So no, I make me do things I may not even want to do right now when it comes to streaming. All right, let me see country. Let me see Kenya. Kenya. Let me see who is broadcasting from Kenya. So it's from Kenya. It's on. But they're saying you can watch it on World Athletics from Kenya, and also on EurovisionSport.com. So if you can't get it on World Athletics, try EurovisionSport.com. All right, back to what was I doing before somebody asked me something? Looking for the Jamaica flag to fly tonight. Me too, Damari. I'm looking for it absolutely. Um, yeah, they have geo restrictions on it. Oh, well, you need a VPN, Chris. For sure. And then so you don't know the website, the Eurovision Sport website. Did you try that? Akeem seemed to be stuck in one gear. I don't agree. Dean. Where can I watch it from in Jamaica? So from Jamaica, TVJ Sports Network, or One Spot Media, where they have all these channels available. Um, Guys, if you're here, please remember to hit the like button, which is the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up button. All right, let's focus on some 1500s. I haven't done that at all, so let's focus on that. And I really like the 15s too, so. So in heat one, in the women's 1500 meters, Agatha Guillemot from France took the win. 4 minutes 16.25 seconds. Then Nikki Hills from the USA, 4 minutes 16.32. And Lodovica Cavalli from Italy, ran 4 minutes 16.45. So pretty close with these top three athletes in terms of their placings. A really bang up finish, but also the three that only top three make it through. So there's no more in terms of there's no time finisher after this, right? So yeah, these three separated themselves from everybody else and qualified. As it relates to heat, let me see who didn't make it in. If there's anybody that sticks out at me that didn't make it in. There are a lot of people that skip indoors, you know. There are a lot of people that skip indoors when it comes to, just competing in general. All right, so race is still on the track. Look here, Rocky Hill. Look here, Rocky Hill. Nobody come raid pan Jamaica parade, okay? Don't come and raid on our parade. When was the last time Akeem PB? His PB is from in 2023, which is the national record or tied national record, 6.42 seconds, but that was done outdoors. Indoors, I believe his fastest is 6.44, I believe, is his fastest indoors. So yeah, and that was set in 2024 when he competed at the World Indoor Championships, right? So he's pretty good when it comes to competing indoors, right? So I don't really see what you guys are saying when you believe he can't, get back to that time. I think he's capable of doing that. I remember this year already he's gone 653 indoors, right? So, yeah. Don't know if you can get it from Jamaica. The feed, but the requirement to get it from Jamaica is the same thing. You're gonna have to switch your VPN. So you're gonna have to do that. So if you're not willing to do that, or if you don't have a VPN, then it's pointless. Yes, Candy Cane, he has the national record, but it's the same record with Asafa Powell. What else? My dad is my dad's in Jamaica right now. T. He met the Jamaican Spider Man. I saw him trending recently. People are saying he shouldn't have shown his face. All right, so we're wrapping up this 1500 meters. Let's tell you how it is. Only three make it in. So Halem took the win from Ethiopia 3 minutes 10, which is a big gap between what we saw in the first heat. So first heat winning time was 3 minutes 16. This is all 6 seconds faster. 3 minutes 10 .66 seconds. The Polish athlete Claudia Kazimerekska ran 3 minutes 11.33, and Susan Logoya Sanders ran from Kenya ran 4 minutes 11.44 seconds. Was I saying these times right? I feel like I was saying 3 minutes. Guys, it's 4 minutes. Kishay needs to trust his coach. He's not running as instructed. Stop begging for the finish line. It will come to you. Again, the first round is the first round. Let's wipe that slate clean. The athletes did what was required. They've qualified to the semifinals. Let's see how they navigate the semifinals. And even from the semifinal, it's still a wipe slate clean as long as you make it in to the final, you have another shot. You know what I mean? To get things right. So let's not be too hard on Kishane when it comes to his execution. Remember, unlike all the other athletes that, well, Akeem didn't really stand out in high school, but is very technical as well. But yeah, he's starting from a lower point from a technique perspective than all the other athletes. So it's not just gonna come overnight. And guys, I also want to remind you that there are still athletes to this day that are still working on their craft that have yet to perfect said craft, right? So don't be too tough on Kishane. What do you think Oblique could do in the 60? He has a crazy start, so he could do absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why, he's not interested, right? But it is what it is. I think he could do something crazy. Just like I think Kishen could do 6'3". I think he could do 6'3" too. I think he could definitely do 6'3". For sure. For sure. Which country should I set my VPN to? I'm not sure. That's the thing. I'm not sure. Um, T, do you think Shane looks around too much? I don't think he looks around too much. I see him looking around, yes, but I can accept why he's looking around, right? Heats, you know what I mean, gauging the competition, and if you think, if you're talking about like using his eyes to look over, um, maybe he needs to focus on his own lane. You know what I mean? In finals and not be looking over at anybody else and just run his own race. You know what I mean? I can accept that. But the turning around thing, I don't think he turns around a lot. I mean, if you're saying looking through this, peripheral to try to see where people are, then yeah, sometimes you just need to focus on your own lane, really and truly. Just focus on your lane and run your race. Okay, so you're watching it on Eurovision Sport. Okay, good. Yours is set to the Netherlands. All right. So see, Mutai is saying that Netherlands is where you can set it to for free access from World Athletics. So please, if you don't have an option to watch it on in your country, then use your VPN, World Athletics, and try to watch it there. You can change it to the Netherlands. Um, a little concerned as to why Oblique isn't on the start list for Velocity Fest this weekend when every other racer's athlete is, and he usually runs the same meet every year in the 200. I don't know if I would say I'm concerned because it's still early season, so I wouldn't say I'm concerned. You know what I mean? And again, different prerogatives this year. Of course, it's not a championship year, so maybe there's no real need to come out so early. You know what I mean? And um, for your outdoor season at least, right? So let's see though. I'm hoping that there's nothing wrong with him. I'm hoping that he's not injured, right? But remember, a lot of people are taking it slow in 2026. Yes, as did indicate that what is it called? The Ultimate Championships is going to be a big deal from a Jamaican perspective, as per Coach Frano Steve Francis. You know what I mean? Letting me know that it's going to be a big deal for Jamaica, and the athletes are looking forward to gain from that. So I expect Oblique Civil to be one of those athletes that want to be a part of the Ultimate Championships as well. So yeah, Kishay never ran his best race in a finals. I can agree with that. Not in a finals. A finals at a finals at the global championships, yes. But he's run really good at the Jamaican championships, right? Clocking sub 9-8 seconds, on multiple occasions. So I wouldn't say he doesn't run his best race at championships. But something that somebody highlighted to me some time ago is that remember that Kishane um, is still pretty new, to having a full season, right? And a full season does, take its toll on athletes, and possibly because the season was so long for him last year in comparison to other years, he wasn't able to carry through his best, at the championship. So let's see, the more seasoned he gets, right, the more he's able to have longer seasons, the more his body will acclimatize to making sure that when end of year comes, when the championships rolls around, that's when his best race comes out. Where's the Jamaican in the 1500? We don't have a Jamaican in the 1500. The last I checked, we didn't have any, but I'm not sure what's happening with Adele Tracy. She had an injury last year, at the championships, but I haven't really heard much about, what's happening with her. Hopefully, we get some of the top athletes at Commonwealth Games this year. I hope we get the athletes that need opportunities. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily need to see the best of the best turning up at Commonwealth, because they already, soak up every other opportunity that is there. The circuit running, those are the first athletes that get, spots, on the start line, right? So when it comes to Commonwealth, really and truly, I'm looking out for the athletes that need opportunities. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the ones I want to go. Whether or not they will medal, you know what I mean, is a whole different kettle of fish. But I'm not necessarily looking to see Kishane, Brian, Sharika, whoever, unless they're running a relay, sure. You know what I mean? Unless they're there for relay duties, I'm fine with it. But I don't necessarily think I'm looking forward to seeing them, at the Commonwealth Games. I think, we need to give other athletes an opportunity to blossom as well. Yes, T, we are forgetting how young these guys are. Yeah, and again, for Kishane, it's even tougher for him, right? Because last year was his real full season. You know what I mean? So, if you check the number of competitions at least that he's had, so guys, just have a little patience, a little bit of patience. You know what I mean? He's still doing absolutely fantastic, right? It pains me when I hear you guys, you know, come at him that this hard, given again that he's literally come in the sport out of nowhere and has already, achieved so much. I think we're a little too hard on him, a little too hard. Adele ran two races this year. Oh, 3,000 and 1,500 in February. She finished 12th and second, respectively. Okay. Maybe I should have actually pulled up her athletics profile, her world athletics profile. Adele Tracy. I clearly didn't even watch these meets that she ran. Clearly not. Because 1,500 meters, 3,000 meters. And it's not a bad time either, for that 1,500 meters. Maybe she wasn't interested in going. Maybe she's going. Let me check the times coming into the World Indoor Championships. Uh, where is my thing there? I'm a little lost. No, that's the wrong thing. Let me check the 1,500. I want to see some times. Um, yeah, if she wanted, she could have definitely been here. She didn't want to be. She has different plans. That 4 minutes 11 would have got her in, for sure, for sure. So she didn't want to be here. And guys, that's yeah, a lot of people opt out of competing indoors, right? So whatever her reasoning is, right? We just have to accept that. Brian said he was considering the Commonwealth. Okay. Speaking of young, I'm looking for the 16-year-old Italian to do well tomorrow. With 16-year-old Italian, which event are we talking about? Because I don't know. Kishane is 2 for 2 with 2 medals. Try achieving that. Leave him alone. Yeah, I think he's doing really, really well. I think we're just really too tough in general on him. So we just need to chill, take a chill pill a bit. Um, I wish Kishane wins his first gold medal. Jamaica and Caribbean. He was my pick for the Olympics. I mean, he'll get there eventually, whether it be, this meeting, another meeting, like, he just has to keep at it. All right, so the final 1500 meters is done. Let me tell you the results with that. So Georgia Hunter Bell takes the win, 4 minutes 12.09 seconds. Jessica Hull, 4 minutes 12.45 from Australia. And Gracie Morris from USA, 4 minutes 12.57. So those are the three that automatically qualified. So it's only 2 rounds, um, heats and finals, right? So they're going straight to the finals with 9 athletes. With 9 athletes. So those are the 9 that qualify. The first heat was really slow though. Really, really slow in comparison to the other 2 heats, for sure. But anyway, Great Britain has a on the well, no, the male side too. Great Britain has a really good, middle distance program, male and female. 16-year-old in the 60. No, I don't know who that. Me lost. Absolutely. Absolutely lost. I have not looked at any 16-year-old in any 60. Or maybe I just don't know the athlete's name. I mean age. Maybe I just don't know the athlete's name age. What's the name of the listen, Rocky Hill? No matter come over here, come try like you want, come test me, Me already tell us I don't know who. So put in the comments where the athlete name and move on with the life, sir. Let me check the shot put. Let me see what's going on with the shot puts. So Chase Jackson is still leading with her 19.96 in the women's shot puts. Um, Axelina Johansson from Sweden, 19.75 is in second place, and Sarah Mitten now moved down to third with her 19.60. So very, very competitive women's shot put here. Positions, switching around. I'm hoping for our top athletes to go to the World Relays, though, especially in the 4x1. MVP pulled through last year, so I hope racers, Dynamic, Sprint Tech, and others can step up and join them. For sure, we need to take every opportunity to prepare for in the years to come. And I don't want people to say to me that, oh, we don't have to worry about 4x1s this year. I don't care. We start early preparation. You know what I mean? That's what everybody else is doing, and we're sitting down doing nothing, right? So I want us to take every opportunity we can, to get those practice in. I do think that we've passed the stage also of certain blunders that I've witnessed recently as well. So I'm hoping that we can put certain things behind us. I'm not saying that mistakes won't happen, guys. You know what I mean? But like some things, I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, well, yeah, we're past this stage now. We're past this. We can't be doing this anymore. All right, so apparently 200 people are here and there are only 73 likes. So guys, please hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. The thumbs up. The thumbs up. All right, so the 1500s for the women are finished, and now they're going to be doing the 1500s for the men. So they're running that competition back to back. Um, so 1500 for men, and then after that they're going to do the men's triple jump final, then women's 400 meters semifinal, then men's 60 meter semifinal, then men's 400 meter semifinal, and of course men's 60 meter final. So that's what is coming up. I'm just checking to see if there are any updates here that I need to highlight to you guys. Oh, I saw a really nice video from Jordan Anthony, and I thought I would share it with you guys. So let me see if I can do that. He's just such an innocent soul. Okay, let me share. So the first heat for the men's 1500 meters is about to go off. All right, I hope you guys can see, and then I hope you guys can also hear.
It's actually crazy. Like I never really ran in a world stage like this. It's kind of like football, what I'm used to playing in front of 100,000 fans. So this is more exciting than running at a regular indoor meet. And this is my first time out the country, like I've been saying. So it's exciting, I would say. It's
No, this isn't the one. I don't think this is the one. One second. Let me see if I can find the other one. There was another one. Where are my bookmarks? Bookmarks. Okay, here we go.
this is my first global championship. This is my first time out the country. As
Okay. Okay, let's play this again.
country as well. So this is my first global championship. This is my first global championship. This is my first time out the country as well. So like, I'm more excited to see the fans more than running because like it's exciting to see different races. As I would say, be fans of me because like I never thought like they even know who I am, but obviously they do. So I'm more excited to give them a show and show them a good time. I don't feel like I'm the favorite. I leave that up to them, but yeah, I don't feel like the favorite. I'm the underdog. I'm a rookie to the sport, a rookie to the field as well. I'm coming out here to just take everybody to food because like dog eat dog world, and I pray I'll be the biggest dog. This is my first global championship. This is my
Not
first time.
mad at it. Dog eat dog world, and he prays he's the biggest dog. Velocity Fest looks like it's gonna be very very hot. Ah well. Let's jump back in these comments. The women run tomorrow in the 60. We need to get the core eight athletes of both sexes to do chemistry building. No, I just think that some athletes. Never mind. What do you think of the USA 4x4 pulling out of the world relays and Tebogo talking its talk? I think multiple things can be true at the same time. So, of course, Team USA lost that 4x4 last year, right? So, of course, they don't want to go into the world relays and lose um, this time around, right? With a Botswana that's sending a team with their A team, right? So I don't necessarily think it's strange for USA to want to continue to win. I do though think that it sucks for other athletes that are looking for opportunities to be a part of the 4x4 and not getting the opportunity because Team America only wants to send the A team and the A team isn't available. So it sucks for those athletes that want to be a part of it and can't be a part of it. And this is world relay, so most times they don't even get A team anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they're hell bent on wanting to only send A team. I know why they want to send A team because they don't want to lose to Botswana, but at the same time I'm like, come on, there are athletes out here hungry. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So that's my view on, the whole USA not sending a team. From the Botswana perspective, you know what? For me, guys, when it comes to winning slash losing a race, the winner is king. I've told you this over and over again. The winner is king, and you can dance on anybody's head top. As far as I'm concerned, you deserve that. You know what I mean? So yeah, if he feels like dancing on America's head top, let him be and dance on their head top. I don't know why America is big mad at it. I will say though that um, Botswana is very lucky. You know what I mean? Very, very lucky. And I don't think I covered this last year, but I don't know if you guys actually watched that 4x4. And they should thank South Africa for that gold medal. Absolutely. Because if South Africa didn't try to pass out, what's his name again? Child, I'm not even going to try to call his name right now. But yeah, if South Africa didn't try to pass him out, he wouldn't have actually veered out of lane one. And lane one literally was a pool of water. So he was in lane one struggling and was going nowhere. Yeah? And Ray Benjamin is also in the lead, up there struggling and barely getting anywhere as well. Here comes South Africa trying to pass Botswana. Botswana's like, oh hell no. So he veers out to try to block him. And in veering out, he gets out of the puddle of water and has, a better running, track to run on, or a surface to run on with less water. Well, I'm not sure what lane two looked like in comparison to. No, well, I know what it looked like because there was not much water in it in comparison to lane one, clearly. But yeah, he was able to veer out in lane two, and that's really and truly the only reason in my mind. And I know Botswana is probably going to be mad at me for saying this, right? But yeah, if you go back and watch that race, if Raya wasn't stuck in lane one, maybe somebody should have tried pass right earlier on for him to realize that, listen, there's a big puddle of water that is slowing me down right here. You know what I mean? So the puddle of water, assisted or didn't assist Team USA, and Botswana, was able to take advantage of that and pass him out and for the win. But I'm not taking anything away from Botswana in the sense that a win is a win, and once you win, you can dance on anybody's head top. So yeah, I'm fine with what Let's Silly is saying. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's the game. If you don't like it, then next time you come and you put up two, you defeat me. That's just how I look at it. Innocent soul. Watch what happens when he wins. I say, I got turn into a Shakiri. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. He doesn't seem like that type. And he's around people that are also not like that as well. So I don't think he will, go crazy. He does have his own little swag thing, about him, because I remember an interview last year with him where I was just laughing and saying to myself, this is the dude hasn't even made it anywhere yet, and listen to how he's talking. You know what I mean? He's very entertaining to listen to. He doesn't sound arrogant to the point where it's distasteful. You know what I mean? He doesn't sound distasteful to me, and I don't mind athletes being confident in themselves. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not gonna knock them for that. Um, He's a very confident young dude, though. I like, yeah, I like him. I like his personality. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm always gonna, beat him up because he's not Jamaican. But yeah, he's cool. He's okay. Um, yeah, I watched the psychological effects of South Africa pushing Botswana to victory. It's not just a psychological effect. It is literally the mere fact that they were in lane one and there was a puddle of water in lane one and he was going nowhere. He was literally stuck in that puddle and could not move. And the moment South Africa tried to pass him and he came out of that lane one, immediately he picked up speed. Immediately he picked up speed. And that was because of the water. But Ray Benjamin was out there stuck in the water and never realized. And yeah, it is what it is. It sucks. It also sucks for the fans. It also sucks for the fans. The excitement for a world relays just goes. Guys, when do you ever see a team at world relays? I don't think I've ever seen a team at world relays. No, I lie. Back in the early days, maybe with Usain Bolt them and so, right? But yeah, you don't really get a team at world relays. You don't really get a team at world relays, so I don't really see the big deal. I do think though that Team USA should just send a team because other athletes are there that want the opportunity. That's what I'm looking at. What about the other athletes that are there that want the opportunity? Oh my gosh, you think that Jordan is a sore loser? I don't think I saw a reaction where he's a sore loser. Did he have a reaction like that? I don't know. I didn't see it. Yes, guys, please remember to hit the thumbs up, hit the like. I had Botswana breaking the world record on home soil, given how they always run fast early on and they'd get pushed on by USA and will try to cement their place above them. I guess not. Well, guess what? You're just going to have to go out there and do it alone. USA goes out there and does it alone all the time with their women team anyway, with trying to break world records. So make them go there and do it alone. They have the manpower. They don't need USA to do it. You just need to have motivation to get it done. 2014, 2015, definitely a team. Yeah, I can say those years definitely a team. Right. But after that, if you get a 1A person, okay, cool, we work with that. My girl, a loss is a loss. No excuses for them. That's what I said. I said a loss is a loss. And if Botswana wants to dance on their head top, meaning let's say Tobago wants to dance on their head top, then he should. Why are you guys bitter? Two things can be true at the same time. Botswana 4x team was better than the USA 4x4 team. After Tokyo, the USA A team were talking like they were gonna show up, so the hype was built. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Well, I mean, for whatever reason, they're not available, and it is what it is. So if A team is not available, A team is just not available. I don't really see a problem with because Team USA, unlike Jamaica, doesn't really have to worry about qualification. Sometimes when it comes to well, not sometimes, all the time, when it comes to 4x4s, you know what I mean? They can just send out any team at any time and they qualify. They get a qualifying time, right? So if they don't want to show up, I'm not losing sleep over it. Jordan is a trash talker that will hurt feelings if he wins. Okay, let's see. T straight duck. I can't believe USA is afraid of a 4x4. You need to realize that if you are a champion in something and you've been dominating an event, you don't want to lose to nobody. It doesn't matter. You don't want to lose to nobody. Yeah? And if your throne is threatened, worse, you already lost. Let's be clear, they already lost at the World Championships. And you think they're gonna be sending a B team, C team to get a beaten again? Remember now the headlines is not gonna read Team USA B team loses to loses to Botswana. No, that's not what the headline is gonna say. They're gonna say USA gets their ass kicked again by Botswana. That's literally what's gonna be said. So you think that USA is not well within their rights, not wanting to send somebody, send a B team? Really? Even me sometimes sitting down when I'm thinking about the teams that we're sending out for relays, I'm like, would I rather we stay home, because me no want that loss you go pan we name. Me no want a loss you pan we name no time at all. So what are you talking about? Like, come on, guys. Fear has to be fair. The only issue I have with the fact that they're not sending anybody is the fact that I believe that other athletes could have got that opportunity. That's the only problem I have with it. But if a country wants to, maintain their legacy and not have losses on their name, you can't be mad at it, guys. You can't literally be mad at that. That's crazy. And that's why some athletes avoid some races too. You don't see athlete avoid other athlete all the while. Why you think them do it? Because they don't want the loss on their name. They don't want that go on record. See, I'm talking about USA relay team being sore losers. Listen, you guys, una crap me up. Una make me laugh too much. They're probably sore losers. I mean, who wouldn't be butt hurt? You know what I mean? Losing, right? After, I suppose maybe they were, all hyped that they were going to win. Don't get me wrong. I think leading into the championships, I didn't have USA to win. I think I had Botswana to win. Um, yeah, I think I did have Botswana to win, right? Last year. So I'm sure they were going in saying that, hey, nobody thinks they're going to win. We want to win, right? So they're probably in their feelings, right? So it is what it is. We're in the second 1500 meter. Just the second one. And look how long me talk. Child, I'm going to the other one. Go tell you the results. This is crazy. Me think them 1500 meter you're done. All right. 1500 meters. Blam, blam, blam. First race. Uh, Federico Riva from Italy took the win 3 minutes 40 points 52 seconds. Adam Spencer from Australia 3 minutes 40.79 seconds, and Nathan Green from the USA 3 minutes 40.97 seconds. So those are the three that automatically qualify from Heat 1. Heat 2 is still going on. The Swedish athlete is leading, right, with Nader in second and the Spain athlete for third. So it is Samuel Filstrom from Sweden, 3 minutes 43.38. Isaac Nader from Portugal, 3 minutes 43.58. And Carlos Says from Spain, 3 minutes 43.75. Again, remember, there are no non-automatic qualifiers coming out of the 1500. So that's it. One more heat to go. Plain and simple, they're not dominant anymore. Equal playing field. Yeah, the competition has definitely caught up. You know what I mean? They're definitely feeling the heat. And what did I say? If you can't manage the heat, stay out of the kitchen. That's what they're doing, staying out of the kitchen. Ah, they're saving everything for 2027 and 2028. World Championships and the Olympic Games are worth more. I mean, I don't know about saving themselves, but I get it. Um, when you dominate for such a long time in the 4x4, you can get why they're hurt, but life goes on. It's the same thing in 2012 when they lost that Olympic gold medal to Bahamas, and Bahamas was dancing on their head top. Weren't they but hurt too? As a matter of fact, forget that. Go back to 2015 when Jamaica took down USA in that 4x4. I hope you all remember the fallout from that 4x4. A beer heads are roll and beer this and beer that. By the next year, listen, if you weren't in tip top shape, that you couldn't even be on their 4x4. You couldn't even be on their 4x4 the following year. I remember Natasha Hastings complaining when she went to the Olympics 2016 and said that if she knew that they were going to select people for the legs based on how fast you ran in the heats, she would have did run faster. Listen, they took that loss hard. They're like, no. No, 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 no. If you're not sure from in the heats or in your individual racing that you're good, you're not run. So they didn't just go off all the name of the athlete anymore. Because I remember that was the last year for Sonia Richards, I believe. Sonia Richards Ross, right? Listen, them said no more of that. We not send no more athletes, we just name with them name. Nah, you have to show we say you're in a shape if you run for relay. Ah. Rocky Hill say, oh wait, this is okay. Jamaica relay team is not on top, but Botswana is on top, and we can talk all day. Try stop that. Ah, not my Jamaicans being petty. Remember how Wright talking about him being out partying because he didn't know if he was going to be on the relay after anchoring. He said that? I missed that completely. What absolute nonsense. Talk about finding excuses. No, sir. Caleb McCree and where's Quincy Hall, the Olympic champion? Rabbit season. I hope you're not talking about the 200. Saving what? What about the development of the? That's what I'm saying. Saving doesn't make no sense. So the whole saving comment doesn't make no sense at all. Because by the time 2028 roll around, you're going to see a whole different set of four athletes. Maybe Rye would still be around. Maybe like Quincy Hall. Wait, one is Quincy Wilson, Quincy Hall. Which is again? Hall is the older one, Wilson is the younger one. Maybe even Quincy Wilson himself, is going to be much, much faster by then and, be a part of the full structure. So you never really know what 2028/27 is going to look like. So I don't know about this whole saving self. Right, but yeah. Where can I watch it from in the USA? Peacock. So if you're in the USA, you can watch it on Peacock. Um, Here comes Jamaica. Yeah, the Jamaican. Yeah, I remember that. It's yeah, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But as I said, it's not just Jamaica winning, but it was the fallout from Team USA losing. They didn't take that well. They did not take it well. And from then on, they have not made the mistake of an athlete being close to retirement and putting them on a relay just because them name or them name. No, 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 no. They said, oh hell no. See, 2015 Beijing, Novlin Williams loved it. Absolutely loved it. Look, USA is still the best. Botswana won't be on top for long. Mark that down. All right, Rocky, make us see what go on. Make us see what go down. I just want to highlight that while y'all are bragging about, y'all's countries in the 4x4, Jamaica grow one program. Me know so I don't look down on Jamaica, but we are growing like a program. We're growing like a program, so just wait a little. Wait a little. You soon see it. Is that how oily my face is? Yeah, this is hours and hours of makeup on the face that needs to come off at some point very quickly before I start to break out. But yeah, Royal Relays doesn't really mean anything this year. Hmm. Yeah, but again, Rocky Hill, while I can agree with that, you still want to give athletes opportunities. You know what I mean? So why not just send a team of athletes that want the opportunity? Some people never left the country yet. Go on and make them get one little plane, one little flight and go someplace and make one little money if possible. Like, come on. Why rob the athletes of that? That's just my view. So the final 800 meters is on the track. We're at 119. So we have 1 hour before the semifinals. What am I going to run in this in 1 hour? Yeah? Wait a minute. 1500, 1500. Oh, they're going to do the 400 semis. Okay, all right, fine. Oh, then they're going to be switching to the triple jump for some time. For sure, the triple jump. Hmm. T, Jamaica is growing a week program. Say less. Say less. One second. I want to tap my face. The America that my hair is in my face is making my face oilier. Um, just watch out for what Glenn Mills is cooking up over at races for the 4x4 soon. I agree. I do think something special is coming. Novin Williams Mills. Yep, yep, yep. Are the twins from Jamaica running the 60 in the women? No. So we have Brianna Liston and Janelle Smith. Those are the athletes that are competing in the 60 meters, and that 60 meters comes up tomorrow. I don't see you sipping on your bush tea. Actually, I stopped drinking tea and I've started drinking warm water. I don't know if you guys have realized, but I've lost weight. So I've been on a weight loss journey and I've been trying to be as healthy as possible and starve at the same time too, child. Because only starving works. Only starving works, right? But yeah, I've been trying to be as healthy as possible in recent times. So my hair is doing crazy things. Yes, guys, I'm grooming myself on the stream. Apologies. But yeah, I feel like catching up my hair right now because it's starting to sweat down in my face. T, did you know that Brian Lavelle said he preferred the 400? Listen, I'm glad he prefers the 400. I'm glad he prefers that. I'm glad he prefers it. You know why? It means that he's going to be continue to be crazy over the 200. I love that. I love hearing that. That's music to my ears. Botswana was always knocking on the door in the 4x4 a long time. I would say from about 2023, but I don't think that they took advantage of Let's See Little Boho, in earlier meetings. And I was like, why do you have Let's See Little Boho over there and now put him on a relay? And they finally put him on a relay because I'm like, that's pointless, right? But they could have been doing it from 2023. But yeah, it is what it is. Um, Intermittent fasting, but no starving. Yeah, no, I don't, I'm not fasting, right? But I eat only one meal a day, right? So yeah, there's that starving. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm weak. Your track and field life cannot survive without Jamaica. That is why you're always over here in our chats. No, yeah, Jamaica is the where it's at. Jamaica is literally where it's at. We bring the vibe. You know what I mean? So of course, you know, you have kudos to us. You know what I mean? Always bringing that vibe and that energy. But also, guys, nothing is wrong with people gravitating towards us. If you know we are the life of the party, just invite them in. Invite them in and say, yeah, come, have some fun with us. Brian kind of reminds me of the male version of Elaine, in both the way he runs and his personality. I don't agree in either. From Isaac McCall times. Yeah, but Isaac McCall is one athlete. Guys, you know, fair. You have to be fair. Fair has to be fair. You know what I mean? Fair has to be fair. 2016. 2016, I think, if I'm recalling correctly, is the best opportunity. I thought that, you know, Botswana probably had to challenge with the eyes what McCall in the 4x4. I think back in his time, I think 2016 was the best opportunity. But I don't remember what happened. I don't remember if he picked up some kind of stomach bug. There was something going around. I don't remember. But there was something that prevented him from competing as strongly, if I'm recalling correctly. But I think 2016 was the best year for them. But they haven't. If we're talking about, you know, Team America and their dominance, you know, in the 4x4, always having a strong team, no country has come close. You know, when it comes to just always having a good team. Now, I'm not saying they haven't been defeated from time to time. Yes, they have, right? But at the same time, um, yeah, I don't want to say our, you know, shorthand Team American by saying, oh, anybody could have challenged them. You know, yeah, that wasn't the case, or at least not from my memory, at least. Jamaica is a big fish and they are sprat. Jamaica is no fish, sir. You want the Jamaican them company of a black African? The level run the 400 for the men in the Olympics. There was someone in the final. No, I don't know his name. Do you remember his name? No, Brian Level didn't run no 400 in the Olympics. Did Team Jamaica have somebody in the finals at the Olympics in the 400? Rasheen McDonald. Did Rasheen McDonald make the finals? I think Rasheen McDonald made the finals. I don't remember. Wait, let me go look. Child, I don't remember who made the 400-meter finals. If anybody made the 400-meter finals for Jamaica. If you're asking about a Jamaican. Let's see. Olympics 2024. 4x4. No, sorry, you're asking me about 400 meters. Men, not 4x4. Um, no, there was no Jamaican in the finals. We didn't make the finals. We didn't have anybody in the finals. TM Jamaican, I don't have issues with my masculinity. Don't make the other man them out here you say that. The man them can't even say say they're coming. Them are forward. All sorts of things they can't say. Oh my gosh. Where am I? Where am I? One meal a day tea. How you look so good. It's called weight loss. Trust me, if I was fatter, it wouldn't look this nice. But yeah, no, it's a struggle. Eat just eating once a day. It has gotten better now. It has gotten better now for sure. But at the beginning, it was definitely hard. Definitely hard. Um, I watched a Botswana documentary, and they're late to the track and field world because the children prefer soccer. But Isaac started to change that. Okay, that's good. Botswana did get a bronze in Tokyo 2021 with Makwala, along with silver behind the USA at World Relays in 2017. To be fair, okay, I stand corrected. Um, yes, there was a Jamaican in 2024. I must be blind. No, there was no Jamaican in 2024. Jamaica just needs to maximize resources. Then US could not touch us in no event. For sure, but mm, it really, it really is the USA versus the rest of the world. Anytime anyone beats us in anything, it makes y'all news. Yeah. Who told y'all to be crave and I want to be number one all the time? Of course, it's gonna make news. How about you sit? How about you sit something out and make other people win? How about that? Thank you, Cornell. Oblique cooking oxtail and look here. Don't mix up oblique. Do not mix up oblique. Which what are we talking about, guys? Which result are we talking about? I'm confused because it's not Paris 2024. It's not Paris. Are we talking about the World Championships? That World Championships was 2025. That's not Olympics. So there's a difference between World Championships and Olympics. So yes, Rasheen McDonald was fourth in at the World Championships in Japan last year. All right, so guys, let me tell you what's happening. The shot put finals is finished for the women. The winner is Chase Jackson. She threw 20.14 meters in the fourth round to land that victory. However, she was already leading with her 19.96 that she threw in the second round. Right, so she takes the gold. Sarah Mitton moves herself back into second right after leading the competition for a bit. She moves herself back into second with a 19.97, no, sorry, 19.78 meters in the fourth round as well. So she takes silver and she's from Canada. And of course, um, Axelina, listen, if it's Axe, I don't know, but yeah, it looked like Axe, right? Johansson, from Sweden through a national record 19.75 meters to take the second place. And here comes the men for the triple jump. And of course, we're looking out for Jordan Scott. In the triple jump, the world leader is Tricky, right? So let's see, what happens with that. Let me give you a rundown of the men in the triple jump. All right, so Tricky from Algeria is come Jordan, let's go. Let's get it. All right, so Jordan Scott. Oh, Jordan Scott is ranked number 2 in the world. Did they change the ranking to distance or competitions? Because before it was based on how much competitions you've won. I think they've now changed it to where you rank. No, but that is not true because Yasser's rank is fourth. Oh, so it's still the same thing. All right. Let's just see what happens with Jordan Scott. Anyway, Wen Su from China is here. Jordan Scott as well is here. Um, the both of them have the same season's best, which is 17.11 meters. Of course, as I said, Tricky leading with a 17.35. We're looking out for Andy Hernandez, right? So far this season, 16.90. I believe they said he only competed at one championships, which was the Italian championships, right? So let's see what happens. Of course, the Cuban Andy Hechavera has returned and he's jumped outdoors 17.34, right? So we have to look out for that as well. Um, I'll look out for him as well. We're looking out for as well Andrea Dalla Valle from Italy, outdoors. No, oh no, so this was a different year. Sorry, no. Who am I looking out for? Oh, the French athlete has jumped 17.25. I'm confused. So why is he down here with his 17.25 seasons best? I didn't see this performance. Jonathan Serimes has jumped 17.25. I completely missed him when I was looking over this triple jump. Hmm. Anyway, it's gonna be a tough competition for Jordan. He missed out last year. I believe he was fourth. Right, let's see if he can move up the standings and get on the podium. That's what we're looking out for sure. No, no, I was joking about the oxtail, guys. Nothing is wrong with eating oxtail. I was joking because I called somebody oxtail boss. Make sure the oxtail no come from Florida. We don't want no oxtail from Florida. None. Ah. Remember that USA hosted the World Champs in 2002, so they chose to introduce a random one-off award for 2022, sorry, for the most medals. Oh yes, I remember. I remember. Oh my gosh. Listen, look out for that at the Olympics. Look out for the Olympics. They are going to do the same thing. Same thing. Yes, Jordan Scott is in the triple. They're gonna do the same thing. One bet anything, they are gonna find different things to make up. So they've already started. Who's that? Did Tricky go first? Let me see what he jumped. So he's already gone 17.17 meters. So already off to a good start. I'm I really hope that Jordan. I think Jordan is fourth to jump. So the start list start out for. Oh, they managed this year. The start lists are apparently out for the women in the 60 meters. That's interesting. All right, come, Jordan. Let's go. I need to see this bigger. Why am I struggling to see my screen? All right, good. Oh, yes. Yes, this is like a 17-2. Yes. 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 That's definitely 17-2 something. 17-2-9. Yes. Yes. I loved his hop. Wait, what is it? Hop step. I love this step. Right? His step was absolutely fantastic. And I think that's the area that I've talked about in the past with him that his you see, they're literally talking about the same step. Literally love this step. His step was fantastic. Right? And I've talked about this step in previous years where I think that's his downfall, his step, you know what I mean? And clearly he's worked on this step. Coming out in the first round and doing really good, really really strong phases from him, but I was impressed by that step phase from Jordan. Absolutely. All right, so he's in the lead right now. First, remember, we're only in the first round. We're only in the first round, so let's see what continues to happen from here on out. But good start from Jordan. Not Jordan, yeah, Jordan. Axel Boss turned off all of his comments and all of his posts. Oh my god. Don't tell me so no go over there. Go call him Axel Boss. No, so. Mm-mm. Y'all need a chill pill. Yeah, Jordan jump. Fantastic jump by Jordan. Loved it. Loved what I saw. I saw the semifinal for the women in the semifinal for the 400 women coming up now. Who stood out to me? Henriette Yeager stood out. Um, Henrietta Yeager stood out from Norway. Also from the Netherlands as well. Lika Klaver. Who are the Americans again? No, no, none of those people didn't stand out to me. You know what I just realized? The British girl never run. So she did not go run. I just realized I didn't see her this morning. Amber Annin. Didn't she go to the British Championships and say she was gonna run world indoors? Or is it just me? I'm sure I remember something like this happening. But then in hindsight now I'm thinking about it and I'm saying, well, Nikisha pulled out. Stacey didn't even seem interested. Nobody never seemed interested to go to world indoors. But I'm just wondering, so why did she go to the British Championships? Or she never go British Championships? Did I make that up in my mind? Women's 400 meters. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, so Bailey Lear. No, where am I? Oh, the race already started on the paper. Oh, I was actually impressed with this girl, you know, this, what is this? Italian. I was actually impressed with her in her qualification round. Right? So let's see how she goes here. Um, I love athletes that have long legs. All right, so they're off. Pretty even starts. The Kenyan no. Looking like she's making up some ground on the Italian. The American still there. Oh no, it's not Czech. It's not Italian. Sorry, Czechia, which is Czech Republic. Um, all right, so the Czech Republic athlete is in the lead. Yeah, I was impressed by her. She looks good. The Americans don't look like they're really in it. Hmm. You know what I've been thinking? I haven't really seen the Americans yet in the championship. Other than Chase Jackson, not Ely, sorry, Chase Jackson. Um, Other than Chase Jackson winning the shot put, not so long ago, I haven't really seen the Americans sticking out in any finals so far, at least. Not that many finals are gone, but I'm just saying, like, they haven't really looked like, big bad America, which is interesting. But anyway, Manuel from the Czech Republic takes the win, or Czechia, running a personal best 50.96. I loved how she looked in qualifying. She looked really good here as well. She's definitely one to keep your eyes on from a medal perspective. Let's see how Henrietta Jaeger looks. Let's see how Lika Klaver looks as well. Who else am I looking out for? Oh no, Nico, what's her name? Natalia, Kazmarek. No, what's her name? No, Booker Wechka. All right, you guys know who I'm talking. Natalia Kazmarek, right? She looked good too in qualifications. So I'm keeping my eyes on her. If I should rank them, I would say, did Natalia look better than Henrietta? I'm trying to remember. I would say probably Natalia looked better than Henrietta but based on this run here, I'm moving this girl up into pole position for sure. Maybe Lika Klaver gets left out. Let's see who else is here. Um, so I am looking out for Lika Klaver. Anyway, let me see who else. Yeah, I think those are the athletes that I'm looking out for. Oh, there's a Spanish athlete. No, 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 no. So those are the four I'm looking at. So the athlete that took the win here, right? Her name is Lourdes Gloria Manuel, and she ran a personal best and a national record, 50.9. No, was it a national record or a personal best? Just personal best, right? 50.96. In the second heat, I'm looking out for Natalia from Poland. In the third heat, I'm looking out for Lika Klaver, and in the fourth heat, I'm looking out for um, Henrietta Jaeger. If I should just randomly put medals in my mind based on what I saw, I will say Manuel, Henrietta Jaeger, and also, damn, Jordan Diaz just come out in the first jump, the leading jump, so he's now in gold with a 17.47 meters. So Jordan is now down into silver. Back to what I was saying. So if I'm thinking about medals for the women in the four, as I said, Manuel, I'm looking at Henrietta, I'm looking at also, I think I'm gonna choose Natalia. Those are the three I think that will medal. I think not Lourdes looks really good for gold, But if no, 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 I think I'm gonna stick with Natalia. Natalia and Henrietta probably I'm gonna say 1, 2, and Lourdes third. But this Lourdes girl I might put into second, depending on what Henrietta looks like in the. I'm gonna look at Henrietta again in the semifinal and then see. All right, let's go to the men's triple jump and let me give you an update from there. Where am I? So men's triple. All right, so the positions are Andy Diaz in the lead, 17.47. Jordan Scott in second, 17.29. Tricky in third, 17.17. So those are the top three and the only athletes that have jumped over 17 meters so far. Big, big Jamrock flag. She did, but she posted that she wouldn't go to World Indoors. Their whole team, their whole training camp didn't look like they're from. Yeah, I don't think anybody from their training camp was interested in going, based on what I've seen so far. The Jamaicans, pulled out. You know what I mean? I don't think I saw any Americans, from the training camp either. right? And yeah, the British also pull out. Oh, she finished third. Really? It was that bad? Well, not to say third is bad, but given her caliber, I thought she would have won. Why did I think she won? Yeah. Wishing our Jamaican athletes all the best. I am as well. Are there Bahamians at the games? Yes. Of course, Devin Charlton is looking to three-peat in the women's 60-meter hurdles. Of course, she is the tied world record holder as well. So she's looking to three-peat there. Let's see how that goes. For sure, that's probably a guaranteed medal, I would say, for Bahamas when it comes to competing at these games. Bukic Yeshfa. Bukic. Listen, I can't say it. Okay. We're just going to stick to Natalia. Okay. Natalia gets out, Goyle. Oh, only the winner is guaranteed. Oh, I thought it was. Okay. So Natalia is still in the lead. Shera is in second. Van der Schoot is in third. You know what? I'm starting to think that that young lady from Czech Republic, it looks like the favorite. Let me look at let me look at let me look at Henrietta Yeager when she comes up. But that Czech Republic athlete is very much looking like the favorite. Very much looking so. Amber got ran down by Yemi John. Oh, I probably didn't watch the race. I probably just automatically assumed that she would make it, but she didn't. Natalia looked good, Don't get me wrong. Natalia looked really, really good. Oh gosh, how you split this now? It's gonna be an interesting 400-meter finals. It's not tied. Devin is outright. It is tied. My God, did they end up run 6.5 too? I could have sworn she run 6.5 too. 1 second. Who am I looking for? American has too much hurdlers in them. I'll forget the people them name. I don't think Tia. Is it Tia? Uh, It's who? You know what? All I need to do is go look at the all-time top list. Why am I fumbling around here looking at nonsense? Where's my top list? Uh, all-time women 60-meter hurdles. Where are we? Tia Jones 6'7". I could have sworn that she ran 6'5" too. Okay, so Devin is the outright world record holder. Why did I always have it as a tied world record? Interesting. I think I've been saying for a minute it's tied. So thanks for the correction, Damari. For a minute now I've been saying tied. But it's not. Here is Brian Level. I'm nervous. Did all the USA and Jamaican men pull out of the 60? No, they're still there. Why are you asking? Because I said I'm not seeing Team America. I don't know. I just don't feel like they're as dominant as I'm usually expecting. They're always here, there, and everywhere. Um, I'm gonna behave myself until the World Under 20s. That's impossible, Rocky Hill. All if you try, you can't behave yourself. All if you try. This is a very interesting technique from Martinez. Yo, Cubans are just good at jumping, you know. Like they're just good at jumping. As a matter of fact, you see that rule that I made mention of before when it comes to putting a cap on the amount of athletes that can transfer allegiance during an Olympic cycle? It's probably going to benefit Cuba more than anything else, you know, because the amount of them jump or them will transfer allegiance. All right. Let's see if everybody has let's I think I just counted out Lika Claver completely, but to be fair, let's see what she looks like. Gotta see what she looks like before I just randomly start counting people out. Um, let's go back to the triple jump and see what the latest is on the triple jump. Where am I? All right, so we're still in the first attempt, so a few more athletes to go. A few more athletes are left to jump before the second round of jumps for the men's triple jump. Four athletes now over 17 meters with the Cuban Lazaro Martinez jumping at 17.02 meters. So the leader, Andy Diaz, 17.47, Jordan Scott, 17.29, Yasser Tricky, 17.17, and Lazaro Martinez, 17.02. Let's see what happens here. Sets. They're off. Even break. Still pretty even. Not seeing any separation yet. All right, so Claver is now starting to move away. So from the break, Claver in the lead. Pretty good lead. Claver still leading the Spanish athlete in second. The Spanish athlete is trying to make a move. She won't get there. Claver takes it. Hmm. I still think that the other girl from the Czech Republic looks really, really good. Like smooth. Hmm. I don't know. Let me see Henrietta Jaeger. Let's see what Henrietta Jaeger comes with. 6.39 loading. 6.39 from who? 6.39 from who? They were both originally tied at 6.7, but in 2024, but Devin broke it again in running 6.65 later in 2024 at the World Indoor Champs. Okay, I get you. T is still listen. My delays debacle will never end. Um, Jamaica should be good at jumping fence because no fence, no safe. Listen, a lot of talents have been lost. Let's just put it that way. It seems you want Level to win. You get excited when you see him. My two favorite male athletes right now are Brian Level and Kishane Thompson. I don't think I keep that a secret. That hasn't been a secret on TXT track time. So I'm not sure if this was a gotcha moment. It's not. It's not a gotcha moment. Um, Race done for me, and you only just call out set for you. Listen, I'm gonna continue to struggle. I hope that when they send the new one, the new Starlink comes, I'm hoping that this issue can be resolved because right now it is a struggle. It's definitely a struggle, and that's part of the reason why I don't do live streams, like weekly live streams, because the internet just isn't working. It's just not working. Jordan Anthony 639. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I got you. So we have Carnell calling 639 for Jordan. You know what? I did a preview video and I said that given what I've seen from him, he's either gonna mirror his performance at the World Indoor Championships or be slightly better. And he could potentially run that high 639. So it's not a stretch, absolutely not. So let's see how it goes for Jordan Anthony. All right, so Tricky is coming in for his second jump now. That is challenging Jordan's jump. So it's like maybe a 17.25. Let's see. I think he's rushing his phases. Tricky looks like his phases are a bit rushed. But let's see. 17.23. You see, T is not bad at guesstimating, you know. Not bad at guesstimating. I said 17.25, it was 17.23. All right, so Jordan should be coming up shortly for his second attempt. Sue is up first, though, so let's see what happens with Sue. Kyle Garland is like, listen, I'm not letting E Hammer get away from me in this men's heptathlon at all. I'm going to get as much points as I can get out of this men's high jump. Let's see if he raises the barrier again. And it's interesting that a man so muscular can jump so high. You would think that this is probably one of his worst events. So the points are 3,698 to 3,609, what is it, 60? All right, here comes the other athlete I'm looking out for in the four, Henrietta Jaeger. Let's see how that goes. I'm still very, very impressed by the Czechia athlete. Very, very impressed by her. Rocky Hill coming in with the shade. Listen, he's always looking to shade, always looking to shade us. He's all right. Constantly leveling up and has a permanent set on the Kishane train. LOL. I can't blame you, T, but I'm a civilian through and through. LOL. But one Jamaican nonetheless. No, yeah, it's one Jamaican nonetheless. My personal love for the athletes has nothing to do with the outcome at the end of the day. Whichever Jamaican stands on top, I'm gonna be absolutely excited. Make no mistake about that, right? So yeah, and I always make that point to tell you all that I'm cheering for Jamaica. So yes, I have faves, but I am cheering for Jamaica. I'm not, some people like maybe Damari that when they see Jamaica, right, and they see their faves, they forget everybody else and they start dissing. Cause you have some people who start diss the other Jamaican, them, just because they want their fave win. Nah, I'm not into that. All right, so Henrietta Yeager, running out, pretty good. Oh yes, and I forgot the Haitian. Oh yes, I forgot about her. Oh, I liked how she was, I don't know. Yeah, it has messed her up. See, this is why I hate indoor running. Let's see if Venlo can come back though. Venlo has to be careful. All right, this is how I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna say the Czechia athlete. I'm gonna say Natalia, and I'm gonna say Jaeger. Those are my top three in that position. Um, T, do not say that, please. Resume the Wednesday live streams or choose another day, thanks. Uh, you know what? This was a test run for me, and it's seemingly working. So I guess I can actually resume the Wednesday lives. Maybe go for an hour, hour and a half. Not try to push it because the time of the day also matters. That's like peak hour as well, and I'm sure that's the worst time, for the internet as well. So, yeah, I don't know if this Wednesday because Champs is on, next Wednesday. So depends on what happens next week, depending on how I decide to cover champs, if I even want to cover champs, because honestly, TVJ annoys the hell out of me. But let's see how that goes for next week. But outside of that, yeah, going forward, I can definitely look forward to doing it. As I said, I did contact support, and it makes me upset that I didn't contact them before because if I knew they were gonna just send me a new one, right, I could have done this a long time ago. You know what I mean? So I'm getting a new one soon. So let's see how that goes. And guys, this was an investment. I spent over $100,000 on this Starlink. Like I need it to work. All right, here comes Jordan for his second jump. Ooh, oh no, he fell back. If he didn't fall back, he could have been there. If he didn't fall back, so he has to make sure he doesn't fall back. He could have definitely challenged like high six threes, not six threes, high 17 threes if he didn't. Oh, 17-3-0. Actually, it could have been better than the high 17 threes if this is 17-3-0. He has to be careful with how he goes back. And I thought his phases in the second jump weren't as strong as the first jump, right? But yeah, he's turning up. He's like, I'm not missing out on a medal this time around. I'm here for it. Um, did Jordan Anthony beat Noah before in the men's 100 meters? No, not that I can think of. Um, I think his first defeat that Noah has he has given Noah is over the 60 at the USA Championships. You know, when he goes outdoors to compete, it's gonna be light out for the pros. Who you talk? Jordan Anthony? How would this a play upon Jamaica, Ed? How would this a play upon Jamaica, Ed, when we have so much 9-7 man around upon down? What you tell me say? Our legal 9-7 not gonna lose the year, win the 9-7? Alright, sir. So they're saying Amber Ann is more focused on Europeans and Commonwealth. Honestly, guys, I don't even see the big deal with the Europeans. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be fair. I just don't. Then again, that's unfair because we have Nakak and we, hype up Nakak. So okay, fine. Europeans is important. I apologize. Green tea is good without sugar or cream. Listen, I'm trying to lose weight and I'm already starving myself. Can you imagine me drinking green tea on a hungry stomach? Are you asking me to have my stomach ripped out of my body? All right, so the first semifinal is almost here, guys. I'm nervous. I am nervous. What was that? One thing I've learned about watching the triple jump over the years is that you cannot rush the phases. You can't rush the phases at all. That slow hop, step, and jump is beautiful to watch. Um, T, you and Shem are like cook food. What does that mean? Internet is so poor. Yes, the internet is not so good, guys. I'm sorry. And I look like I'm freezing a lot. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, Rocky Hill loves us. Rocky Hill absolutely loves us. As much as he takes every opportunity to shade Jamaica, he absolutely loves us. So USA, how much finals have been gone already? USA has one gold medal, right? Let me go look at the podium. Let me go look at the medals. Um, medals. Where you see medals? They don't have a link. They don't have an option for medals. Do I have to go back to the timetable? All right, nothing is. This isn't even loading. All right, it's not loading. Yeah, guys, you can have your personal faves. You know what I mean. But for sure, I don't think we need to be beating up on another athlete just to uplift another one. You know what I mean? So, for sure, as long as it's JA and whichever country you rep, as long as it's Team USA, Nigeria, Botswana, whoever, yeah, just rep your athletes, regardless of your faves. I and you know what? Sometimes I think you guys are fans of athletes and not fans of the sport. I'm a fan of the sport first and foremost. So before being a fan of an athlete, I'm a fan of the sport. So I love the sport. So I'm gonna be here regardless of my faves. All right, so Brian Level comes up in the first semifinal. Let's run through that. So in lane one, Filippo Randozzo from Italy is in lane one. Ali Al Bolshi from Oman is in lane two. Brian Level from Jamaica is in lane three. Dominic Iloski from Hungary is in lane four. Tamir Burnett from the Netherlands is in lane five. Simon from Belgium is in lane six. Pablo Matteo from hey Brian, let's go. Pablo Matteo from actually I met Brian. I met Brian recently. He's such a gentle soul. Pablo Matteo is from France and is in lane seven, and Dominic Kopek is in lane eight. I actually have a picture with Brian, but I haven't posted it because I want to frame it and put it up here, so someplace. Right, there are a few athletes that I want to get pictures with and just put up here. My faves. Or is that bad? Is that gonna look bad if I only want to put my faves on the wall? All right, never mind. I probably won't do it then. No, I want it. So I want to get a few, especially a few of the women. There are a few of the women that I really, really like that I want to get some pictures with as well. But yeah, as long as if I get a picture with Kishane, I'm good. So, Brian and Kishane, I have picture. If I get pictures with them, I'm good. I have one with Brian. I just need to source out Kishane the next time I go to a track meet someplace. This is definitely Brian's race. Set. All right, they're off. Hmm. You know what? Sometimes I don't like with Brian Level and how he executes. He gets too rigid sometimes. He gets too rigid and not fluid sometimes. And that's what I witnessed here in the 60. All right, so Brian takes the win, 6.53 seconds. Got a pretty good start for if you think about the type of athlete that Brian was. He just didn't his acceleration just went flat. He just went flat completely, like didn't go nowhere. Hmm. So the Simon and Tamar both run the same time. Is there 9 lanes on this track? Because if they're not 9 lanes, guys, they're gonna have to flip a coin. You know that, right? How much lanes are on this track? Oh no, yeah, they're time qualifiers. Oh no, yeah, it's only one time qualifier left. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I forgot about the time qualifiers. Right. So only one time qualifier is left. Ah, guys, I don't know anymore. My head is hurting me. I'm sad. No, no, be upbeat. Be upbeat, T. Um, all right, so there's no nine. Listen, my girl, stop talking in my ears. So there's no 9 lanes on the track, right? So it means that, which I forgot about the non-automatic qualifiers, right? So it just means that there's only going to be one non-automatic qualifier because the athlete that finished second and second in this race tied down to the thousandths of a second, so there's no separation at all. So typically you would have two non-automatic qualifiers. This time there's only going to be one, and if it happens again then there are going to be no non-automatic qualifiers, so there's also that as well. And please remember that heat, what name, three, semifinal three is the deadly one. All right, so Martinez is moving up for sure. I don't think he troubles third. I don't know. Is that his hand that got dragged back? I think he improves, but I don't know if his hand went back in the sand. I don't know if that's an imprint he made. 7.14. Probably it was an imprint that he made because I thought he was closer. No, then again, no, Tricky is still at 7.17. Right? No, Tricky is now at 2.5. 2.3. Wait, let me go back and look. Where am I? Triple jump. Tricky is in, yeah, 22-3. Okay. I don't know if his hand dragged back a bit though because it looked a bit closer to Tricky's jump, based on what I saw. But I did see an imprint that I'm not sure if it was his hand or something in the sand. Listen, them now fix up the sand properly because the sand don't look like them are brush it properly. Because this is it just me or it looks like they're not, trying to even out or smooth out the sand. T, your feet is way behind. Yeah, guys, I know. Sorry. Um, Brian needs to tighten up his start. I don't even know if his start was the problem in this race, guys. Now make tea name your food. LOL. What are you guys talking about? um, oh boy. Oh boy. T, if you subscribe to One Spot Media, I do not think TVJ will complain about the videos. First and foremost, um, Candy Cane. Me never used no TVJ video them last year when TVJ copyright struck me 4 times. I used races that were not even from the new what you call it, the new stadium, and they still. That's why I listen. You see, YouTube is such a thing where people can copyright you, and then you have to prove, that you own races. The problem with proving that you own races is that you don't own nothing. You don't own nothing. You go at these development meets and you go record race. You don't own it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if you record it yourself. You still don't own it. So at the end of the day, it's always gonna be a struggle when it comes to anything TVJ because they just don't like me and I don't like them either. You know what? Let me calm down before I lose my mind because they almost made me lose my whole channel last year and I hate them for life. Um, where was I? 60 meters, Kishane. Why did I look at the results? Why? I saw the results before I saw the race. All right, here comes Shane. Let me see how this goes. All right. So Trayvon Bamel takes the win 6.42, Kishane 6.47. So, like I thought, in the heats watching him, I thought he looked better than everybody else, and he comes into the semifinal. If you guys watched my um preview video of the semis, I said that he's the favorite for this race. Even though I want Kishane to win, given what I saw, Bramel for sure was favorite to win this one, and he won. So good run from him, absolutely. He equals his personal best as well and runs a world lead, 6.42. Remember the world lead previously held by Jordan Anthony, 6.43. So that was a very, very good run by Trayvon Bramel, right? Yeah, but Kishane does what was required to make it through to the finals. I want to see the replay. Let me see the replay. Can I have a front shot, like a head-on shot, please? I want to see their. I want to see their effort. Damari, if BBC shows you a head-on shot, can you please record it like a face shot? I want to see the effort from Kishane. What is there to figure out? There's nothing to figure out, ladies. Stop talking nonsense in my ears, please. Um, Impressive time from Kishane. Bremel looks unbeatable. Yeah, Bremel looks really, really good. Um, Finally, Kishane run. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That actually, no, it's 1/100th of a second slower. Okay. Let's see what happens in the finals for him. If Kishane get the start right, he can easily win this thing. Yeah, he definitely made up ground on Trayvon Bromell. You know what I mean? For sure. But I also just want to see the effort. I want to see how much effort he put in. For sure. Oh, that was better. That was closer to it. Was it? I think that's better, man. That's definitely high threes. Definitely high 17 threes. 17, 3-3. All right. So he's getting better and better. Okay, so good run, good jump from Jordan Scott, 17.33, still in second, behind Diaz. I don't believe Diaz has improved his 17.47. Let me go back and look a second. Um, I have so many pages open, it's ridiculous. All right, so Andy Diaz passed his third round attempt. I'm not sure why he passed it, but that's where we are. So let's see. All right, so the final, semi-final coming up now. All right, let's go through this before they spoil it, yeah, man. Because apparently I'm so behind that the results are come through way before. So let me quickly go through this. In lane one, Guillem Crespi from Spain. Lane two, Emmanuel Essimi from Cameroon. Lane three, Jordan Anthony from USA. Lane four, Jeremiah Azu from Great Britain. Lane five, Tian Welton from New Zealand. Lane six, Akeem Blake from Jamaica. Lane seven, Tolewubori Akinola from Ireland, and in lane 8, Yoshida Kiru from Japan. Of course, we're looking out for Jordan Anthony, Jeremiah Azu, Akeem Blake. Based on how they navigated their rounds, it could possibly be that order. I'm hoping that Akeem Blake steps it up though and gets himself in an automatic position. Still keep your eyes on the likes of Esime as well, and also what am I looking out for again? Akinola, was it Akinola? I think it's Akinola I'm looking out for, right? And even, Webton, right? Even Webton as well. So let's see. It's time Akeem to do, run really well. Come, Akeem, let's go. I'm nervous like crazy. What's happening to Kishane's start? They made an adjustment to his start where it doesn't look as crazy as before, which I'm fine with because realistically, you don't want to, again, fizzle out too soon in a 100-meter race, right? Um, so, yeah. T, refresh your feed. It's showing the first semi. No, guys, my internet is not giving. It's giving problems. I'm not refreshing it because I'm gonna have problems just to load the page alone. Let it stay. I'm sorry that I'm delayed, but yeah, try to bear with me, please. What am I always so long for? Set. All right, off. Jeez, bad start from Akeem Blake. Come, Akeem. Come true, Akeem, man. No! Jesus, he didn't make it in. Anthony runs a 6.43. Akeem got the worst start at the worst time. Jesus. Esime makes it in. 6.52. He's out. Because remember, it's got only one non-automatic spot left, and I believe the 6.52 by Esime makes it in. He got a horrible start, man. So Jeremiah Azu runs a new personal best 6.45. Jordan Anthony equals his personal best 6.4. 3. Interesting. It's the same thing for Bramel equaling his personal best as well 6.42. Let me go back and look at Jordan Anthony. You know what? Remember when I said in my preview video that Jeremiah Azu could run 6.45? You know what? My preview video is looking good, except for the Jamaicans. Really and truly, my preview video is looking really good in terms of how I guesstimated the other athletes, um, except how the Jamaicans look. I expected them to look a bit better, but you know what? A finals is a finals, right? You know what I mean? Let's see if we got the final run from the Americans in the semifinal, and or they have more to give. Let's see if the Jamaicans don't have any more to give, or if they have more to give like they typically do in a finals. Let's see. But we have two in the finals, right? Tough for Akeem Blake. Really bad starts, unfortunately, for him. Really, really bad starts. I just don't like I just don't Brian and Kishane don't look as relaxed as I want them to look. That's the point. You know what I mean? It's not even just about the times that you're running, it's how you look running it. That's what I'm more interested in. And didn't look as relaxed as I wanted them to look running the times. You know what I mean? And that's the problem I'm having. But I do appreciate how Kishane looked, right? Right, coming back towards Bramel, right? So if he can come out a bit faster, then it doesn't mean that they're gone. You know what I mean? So I definitely think Kishane is still in the conversation. Brian, I don't know why he fell so flat. After a good start, he just fell completely flat and didn't get going at all. So there's that, and I don't know if that's I can't see that being an instruction. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping my faith together, and hoping that there's better to come in the finals. You know what I mean? But as things stand right now, America is looking like 1-2, and Jamaica is looking like we may scrape. No, Jeremiah Azu is there. Sorry. So Jamaica looking like we may barely scrape bronze based on what I'm seeing. So, child, no, Akeem got a bad start, guys. Come on. Yes, Jordan Scott is in second place right now. Um, the Kishay make an old man steer him down. Are you forgetting that old man ran that same 6.42 to win a World Indoor Championship crown? Did you forget that? um, I wonder which one of the Americans running for Jamaica since Jamaica going 1, 2, 3. I wonder if we put Rocky Hill in a timeout. I wonder if you want one timeout, Rocky Hill. Oh my gosh, guys, please remember to hit the like button. Listen, I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? As I said, the winner is king. If America wants to dance on Jamaica's head top, you can dance on our head top. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be big match for sure, but it is what it is. It's the name of the game. But I just want to say, don't celebrate too early. Don't celebrate too early. Okay? Okay? All right. Akeem Blake got a bad start. Bad start and just didn't have enough time to get back. Ah, boy. I never realized the 60 is so short. Oh, well. Listen, Rocky Hill is going to dance on my head top for the rest of this season. Jamaica, please pull through. Please pull through. Even if it's just to save me from Rocky Hill. Please, please. Yeah, Blake almost tripped. So, yeah, it's sad. Definitely sad for him. What were the times in his race again? Jordan Anthony. I don't think anybody is surprised with Jordan Anthony winning his heat. Jeremiah Azu, I don't think anybody is surprised at that time also. This dude fouled out in the triple jump, 3 fouls. Wow. Come Jamaica, come Jamaica, come Jamaica. Go back into the back and just, fire up the legs, fire up the legs, fire up the legs, and get ready to take down America. We gotta get those legs ready. T, I'm gonna send you a picture of me to hang on the wall. Okay, no problem, Dean. Yes, Kishane looked much better than Brian. Absolutely. Um, Guys, are you laughing at Akeem Blake right now? Or is this what we're doing? I'm not talking about the Americans. If the Americans want to dance in our head top, that's okay. You know what I mean? As I said, the winner is king. But may I ask the Jamaican them? Can me know say someone know a Jamaican? May I ask the Jamaican them if them a laugh after Akeem Blake? If that me just ask. Me ask myself. Um Boy, me stress out. Me stress right out. Me go over social media quick, go look at the people them I say. Me stress right out. Me stress right out, guys. Me stress right out. Me stress right out. Ah boy. All right. I guess I'm the only one that's crashing out mentally. I guess I'm the only one that's crashing out mentally. Listen, Ronnie. Listen, Ronnie. And Rocky Hill. I'm living on the edge right now. I'm about to have a mental break, and I'm liable to do anything when I have a mental break. So if you find yourself blocked, just remember, I warned you. I'm joking. I'm not gonna block y'all. I'm joking. Oh boy. I'm gonna have a mental break watching America potentially come 1-2. I am gonna have a mental break if America comes 1-2. Oh Lord. I'm legit gonna have a mental break watching America potentially come 1-2. Listen, Jamaica needs to pull out whatever we have out of the hat at this particular point because there's no way. There's no way I'm gonna sit down and watch America come 1-2. There's no way. Like anybody else can come 1-2. America cannot come 1-2. All right, so the men's 400-meter semifinal is coming up. Oh Lord, I'm stressed out. I'm stressed right out. I'm about 5 minutes behind. All right, you know what? Let me refresh the first heat for the men's semifinal and see. If it brings me back to the same place, guys, I just wasted my time refreshing my screen. My stream. I'm not. No, see, they brought me back to the same spot. They're just getting in the blocks for the first heat for the men's 400. What are you guys seeing? Oh, Patricia, can you pass the Jamaican flag, please? Just in case y'all forgot that I'm Jamaican and think I don't stand 10 toes deep with my side. Just in case y'all think I don't stand 10 toes deep. See, this race done and dusted about 6 minutes ago. But I refreshed it. That's what I'm saying. It's my internet, guys. I can't do anything about it. Just in case. Why does my flag look dirty? And I keep it folded away. Oh, it needs to be washed. It's funky. Anyway, um, just in case y'all forgot, I'm Jamaican. Okay? Jamaican. Let me just rest this right here because when the time comes to wave my flag, I'm going to be waving my flag. When the time comes. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, Akeem didn't make the finals. All right. Um, I watched the women's semifinal already, right? So it's the men's semifinal. Okay. So in the first semifinal, Markel. No, sorry, that's the second semifinal. So in the first semifinal, Chris Robinson took the win, 45.46 seconds. He automatically qualifies. They take only the winner, and then the next four based on times, right? So keep that in mind. Listen, you can't put on things, because why this why is this killing me? This is about to let my throat scratch me. Gosh. It's like I had it in a barrel someplace. That's literally how it smells. It smells like I had it in a barrel locked away. And I didn't. That's crazy. All right, so in Heat 2, we're looking out for Jeremy Richardson, of course, from Trinidad and Tobago. So keep your eyes out for Heat 2. Well, that time I say I'm so far behind. I'm gonna see Heat 2 start yet, at least on paper. I'm not that far behind. The only other angle BBC showed me was the above shot. No, I saw the overhead shot. I wanted to see the front facing shot. God can beat these guys. I believe you. Better late than never. Are you talking about joining the stream? Welcome. Welcome. Oh, let me look at the men's triple jump, because this is our first medal opportunity right here. So Jordan hasn't taken his fourth attempt yet because they've restructured the order after um, After the third round, they've reshuffled and of course dropped off a few athletes as well. So only what is it? Only 10 athletes, I think. Let's move on to the fourth attempt, and then they're gonna drop it again after the fourth attempt. So the second semifinal is coming up now. Second semifinal coming up. Sorry, the Jamaicans. Listen, why on not here pan Jamaica, so? On not here pan whistle. Listen, Kishen is doing exactly what he needs to do, round by round. Get incrementally faster. Yeah? Alright. On better make sure say I know no finals race and run in a semi-final, because any on a finals race and run in a semi-final and they start bragging a boast. Remember say I am gonna be dancing on everybody's head top. Just remember. Guys, I can't speak to, Akeem and coaching. You know what I mean? Nor would I ever speak to Akeem and coaching. That's a decision for Akeem to make at the end of the day. So I will never ever speak on it. And sometimes in life, you have to factor what is more important. You know what I mean? And for Akeem, what his coach slash training camp did for him, I don't think he would trade that for anything. You know what I mean? So again, some things, guys, is just more than running faster or getting a better coach. You know what I mean? And you have to respect that as well. Jerry Richards gets out very fast, right? Let's see what Morales was in this race too. All right, so Jerry gets a good start. He should take the break. Let's see who gets it. So Jareem takes the break. Um, of course, Jareem is a very strong, 200-meter runner, right? So that's no surprise. Let's see what happens with Jareem in this final. Here comes Morales. He goes around him. He passes him out. Not only that, even the Jareem is possibly out. Jareem is possible. How much did I take? 4? What are the times? Times. Jareem, 400, men's semifinal. So, taking the win was Morales Williams, 45.35, automatically qualifying. So, the bubble times are, let me go back to heat 1, 45.71. Okay, go back. So, all right, Jareem is still in the bubble with his 45.87. However, there are 2 more heats to go. So, we have to keep that in mind. Guys, remember that Akeem tripped, Akeem tripped. Akeem tripped and still ran 6.55. Come on. Like he could have easily given maybe a high for what is it? 6.4. Yeah? So don't be so hard on him. He tripped. He got a bad start. Worst time to get a bad start. You're making it look like he got a perfect race and just still, flopped. Like guys, chill. He got a bad start, and yeah, it was downhill from there. You know what I mean? So kind of just go easy on him a bit, please. Level and Kishen will have to have a bullet start to medal. Unfortunately, it will be an American win. I don't think I'm mad at an American winning. I think I'm going to crash out at an American going 1-2. Is this how Americans feel when Jamaicans do, 1-2s? See, now I see them comment until the finals done. I'm seeing. Let's go, folks. Um, what is it? Let's go, guys. Remember, folks, that the guys for 60-meter runnings. Yeah, first time at a major championships. The same thing for Jordan Anthony as well. So that isn't an excuse. A $5 super chat pops in. Thank you so very much for that super chat. I don't know how to put it on my screen. Ah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. All right, so Jordan falls his I missed it. Can you show me the replay, please? Apparently, he jumped further than Jordan Diaz's leading jump. However, because he fouled, of course, it doesn't count. But I missed it. I didn't see it. Hmm. Thank you, Alben, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. The 60 is not for level. He gets out of the blocks well, but with nothing for the first 30. Um, are we talking about the same Brian level that we saw from the World Championships in 2020? Five. Is that the same Brian that you're saying is doesn't look good over the first 30? Anyway, that aside, remember that these guys are not running the 60 to run the 60. They're running the 60 really to resolve, whatever deficits exist in the 100. But if you're in a 60-meter competition, none of that matters because at the end of the day, you know, you're here to win. You know what I mean? Gold, silver, or bronze. So regardless of why you're here, from a training perspective, just remember that this is a competition at the end of the day. They couldn't replay Jordan's jump for me. Man, me say World Athletics all pull up, There's no Jamaican in their thoughts. I'm bitter. I'm bitter. But I'm not mad at it. Azu did what he was supposed to do. Oh, Lord. Jordan just had the foul. Oh, Lord. Guys, do you think that when the finals is done and dusted, the headlines are going to say, oh, the Jamaicans were training? You think that's what the headlines are going to say? But let's ask. This is a competition, remember. Would be hilarious if Jamaica doesn't get on the podium. Can I tell you? Mighty God of Daniel. It won't be hilarious. I would be Yeah, I would be gutted. Gutted. Ah, boy. Jamrock, enough said, enough love. See, he wants to kick us out of the kitchen. Oh, my God. I need a snicker. Mm-mm. The last, no, the third semifinal is off for the men's 400. The ladies 60s comes up tomorrow. So Harak is in the lead. Molnar now taking that lead over. Let me see what his time is going to be when it ends. Because I'm really thinking about Christopher Morales Williams and if anybody can really. Oh, no, we haven't seen the American yet, yeah? We haven't seen the American yet, yeah? Caleb McCree. He comes up in the final, semi-final. Oh, yeah, he comes up in the final, semi-final. So, really and truly, this race is probably between Caleb McCree and Christopher Morales Williams. What are these times? I think my guy they're still on the bubble. Yeah, he's still on the bubble. Jerry Richards is still on the bubble from a time perspective. Let's see what Raheem Hales is capable of doing. Bronze will be between Kishane and Jeremiah. I feel Brian wants to get involved. He needs to start faster. As I said, I don't even think the start was the problem. I don't know. The transition out of that, dry phase wasn't happening. Um, when you guys say it start, are you talking about their dry phase or just how they come out of the blocks? Ah, boy. Listen. So they're in the fifth round now. Let me see what the final triple jump. Um, all right, so Jordan hasn't taken his fifth attempt yet. So we're waiting for that to come. They're down to eight. And of course, I think they're going to bring it from eight to six for the final attempt. So Jordan's still in second, and keep in mind that Jordan will be creating history in the men's triple jump because Jamaica has never medaled in the triple jump indoors. So we're looking out for that absolutely. So here comes the final semi-final with the Jamaican Raheem Hales in it. Of course, heavy favorite is Caleb McCree. Let's see what Raheem Hales can do. You people tell me that I'm like 100 years behind, and I'm not no 100 years behind. Cause the race not start yet on paper at least. Because I'm looking at the result sheet and it hasn't started. Raheem Hales. Let's go, Raheem. Come, Raheem. We have to do sub. We have to do sub 46 for sure, and at least being second. Is that false start? That didn't look very clear to me. Oh, and I forgot that things like false starts exist. Oh. Raheem! No, 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 no! Jesus, Savior, please. Can I at least see the replay? We're not even sure the replay. Where is the replay? I didn't see that false start, so I better make sure to show me that the replay there. It's a green card? Is that red? It looks like green. Okay, because I didn't see no false start. That's like, what? I didn't see what they're not showing no replay. I know we don't see no replay on the so-called false start, you know. What happened? It's dying? What's that? I don't know what that means. Just use your mouth. Hit the like button. Guys, please remember to hit the like button. And the like is the thumbs up. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. I'm stressed out. Can you come and plug my camera in, please, just in case it's dying? Don't shake it too much. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You see, I'm not showing no replay. I don't like that, you know. I don't like that. I don't like them not showing me no. I don't like them not showing me no replay. I don't like that. I don't know what's going on, but I don't appreciate them not showing me a replay. That looks very shady or fishy. That looks very, very fishy. Something not right. All right, come Raheem. Anything under 46? And second. Under 46 and second. At least. All right, come Raheem. Good start by Raheem. Caleb McCree also makes a good start as well. Come get to second pole. Get to that second pole. Look here, brother. No, 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 no. You see what that Algerian just did? I don't know. I don't think it was fast enough. Hmm. Men's 400 meters. 46.87. All right, not fast enough. So Raheem is out. Caleb McCree takes the win. 45.39. And this is Omar, brother here from Portugal. I push for no reason. I no make it to the finals either. No worth nothing. Don't worth a thing. Um, See, if America goes 1-2, it's fine. It's only the 60 meters. We are known, we all know by the time the season is done, it'll be whatever. Damari, I'm going to have a mental struggle consistently hearing Rocky Hill and Ronnie in my comment section non-stops celebrating. Oh my gosh. It's a shame that Akeem didn't make the final. Didn't make it. I really would have loved to see all three Jamaicans in the final. Me too as well. I would have loved all three in it, but yeah. Um, but he didn't fall start. They not even show us the replay. These people are, I don't know what I'm up to. I didn't like the fact that they didn't show us no replay. So we're waiting on the final jumps now in the men's triple jump, I think. Yeah, I think we're in the last round. So Jordan has one more opportunity. Let me look away there now. Jordan has one more opportunity to get up higher. So Jordan jumped 17.31 in his fifth round. So very, very consistent jumping. Very consistent. Like it. So 17.3, 17.2, no, sorry. 17.29, 17.30, 17.33, 17.31. That's his series. So very, 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 very consistent series. So I guess this 400 meters is between Morales and McRae, Canada versus USA. That's what it looks like. All right, so here we go. Dos Santos is now about to take his sixth and final jump. What time does the men's 60 start again? 3:20? What time does it say something starts? Um, 3:22. Okay. No, that's not it. Run through. All right, so no, no. Well, actually, they gave him a green, which is interesting. So they did measure it 13.48. So he didn't fall, but he lost it, I guess. Lost it in the other phases. Lost it in the step phase of the jump. Serimes jumps very, very wild. Very wild. All right. So we're down to four people left to compete. So only one person can deny. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Jordan, if both athletes that are behind him jump further than him. Right? So let's see. Not it for the Cuban either. So the Cuban doesn't improve his mark. So we are guaranteed a medal. So good job from Jordan Scott, guaranteeing a medal. Let's see what color it is. Let me get my flag out for Jordan. Let me get my flag out for Jordan. I need to wash this flag. Let me get my flag out for Jordan. 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 All right, let's go. One more jump from Tricky. And he lost it as well. I think sometimes when you try too hard with these jumps, you lose it. Come through, Jordan. One more jump to get to Hernandez. Come on. We got it. We can do it. Surprise Hernandez. Or is it Diaz? Yeah, Diaz, his name is Diaz Hernandez. Yeah. Surprise Hernandez. Come, Jordan. Let's go. Let's go, Jordan. You already have silver. Let's go. Hop. Step. Oh, no. But still. Yay! For Jordan! Woo! Woo! Let's go! Let's go! He's happy, he's smiling! Yay! Good job, good job. So he missed out on the podium last year. Fourth place, now second. Patricia, make a post for Jordan on Instagram, please. Are you hearing? Hello? Hello? Of course, the Jamaican flags are flying. Johnny Bravo. I think my lip is cracking at this point. All right, let's get in the comments. Historic from Jordan. Really, I'm 7 minutes behind. All right, let me quickly refresh before. Ah. But I'm gonna miss out on Jordan's celebration if I refresh. No, I'm not refreshing. You guys are just gonna have to suffer my delayed reaction to watching the men's 60. Where is Jordan on my screen? Cameraman, I need you to focus on Jordan for for a moment, please. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Yay, Jordan! Woo woo! Way! You know, say Hannah. What is this commentator name? Hannah English. Oh, men 60. Backside. It has started already. Have mercy. Me not even want to go up on the I don't want to look at the chat, and I don't want to look at the thing there either. So I'm just gonna go based on what I'm seeing on my screen. They're already on the track. Wow, it's time. Come Jamaica, this is it. Somebody said that they're glad that Kishane and Brian are they're not in the center lanes, for so less pressure. I agree, especially from a Kishane perspective. Then again, not true because last year they swallowed Brian Level too because he was in the middle of the track as well. So it's good that both of them are actually not in the middle. So let's see, what we get from Kishane and Brian. Come on, Jamaica. So Esime is in lane one. So Burnett from the Netherlands is in lane two. Brian Lavelle is in lane three. Come Brian, get a good start. Jordan Anthony is in lane four from the USA. Boo! I'm joking. Ah. Lane five has Jeremiah Azul from Great Britain. Lane six has Trayvon Bramell from the USA. I can't believe Trayvon is just 30. Trayvon feels like he's been around for an eternity. 2016 was his break. No, 2016 he was at the Olympics with Andre DeGrasse, but not 2015. I think then boss. No, like 2016. Kishane, let's go, Kishane. Come on, we're ready. Oh, I'm nervous. Kishane is in lane seven. Simon is from Belgium. Belgium this is in lane eight. So those are the last the final. Those are the athletes that line up in the men's 60 meters. Heavy favorites: Trayvon Bramell, Jordan Anthony, only separated by 1/100th of a second in qualifying to the finals. Of course, Jeremiah Azu as well, favored for a medal. Jamaicans Kishane Thompson and Brian Lavelle. Let's see if they can feature. Should I close my eyes? I don't know. Anyway, let's go. It is what it is. Come, Kishin, relax, relax, relax to Brian. Come in like how you look, you know, too stiff. Come on, Jamaica, come on, come on. Set. All right, they're off. Great start by Jordan Anthony. He's gone. Brian Level is left way number. Come, Chuki Shane! Run Shane! Oh, I think he got second. Oh gosh, if he got a better start, he could have won. Okay, Kishan, that's the start we've been working on. Woo! Oh, I'll take it. I'll take the second. I will take the second. Come, please, it's second. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh gosh, I don't know what happened to Brian. Jesus, I think I blinded myself. Oh Lord. My shirt looks like crap underneath my shorts. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. That's definitely a personal best from Kishane. Definitely. Come, Kishane. Come, Kishane. I'm going to show me the results now. Oh gosh. Brian took off his shoes and left. Oh gosh, come Kishane. Lord, come, 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 come. Wanna show me the results? Jeez. Did Trayvon run his finals in the semifinal? All right, come replay finally. Jeez. I don't know what's wrong. Why are you taking so long to show me a replay? All right. No, Brian pulled up. He felt something. Is it second or third for Kishane? It's hard to tell. I think it was third. Jesus Christ, I don't know. All right, so we know Anthony won, right? I'm sure if I look at the result sheet, I can see, but I don't want to look at the result sheet right now. All right, fine. I look at the result sheet. Jeez. Results. Come on, 60 meter for men. Um, Kishan, yay! He got the second! Woo! Woo! Yay! All right, I'll take it. Ah! Kishan, must he hear me a pray and I say, you better make sure America don't come one, too. So by only this is like the slightest of margins when it comes to separation. Oh my gosh. Yes, Kishan timed this dip. Absolutely right. Trey Bromel was dipping too soon. So 6.41 Jordan Anthony, 6.45 Kishane, 6.45 Trayvon, only separated by the thousand, 4.447 to 0.448. That's really, really close. It would have been dead heat otherwise. You know what I mean? Jeremiah Azu, 6.46. Brian unfortunately pulled up. Look like he got an injury. Brian got hurt. Ugh. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed given what I saw, each round. All right, yeah, I'm way behind, guys. I'm way behind. No, it's silver. It's silver. It's silver for Kishane. Yeah, my voice is low because I'm far from the mic. Sorry, guys. Um, Listen, guys, I'll take it. I'll take that silver for sure because it wasn't looking good, for Jamaica for sure. So I'll take the silver. Yeah, Level felt something. Level definitely felt something for sure. For absolute sure. Anyway, I just want to tell you, say, Trevor and Bramel should have saved him final run, him semi-final run for the finals. At least Kishen ran in the correct order, incrementally faster. Incrementally faster. Who can chat to Kishen? Go away from yourself. I'll take it. I'll take it. All who was looking down on Kishen, I'll take it. All who said no Jamaican now got up on the podium, I'll take it. What you have, Rocky Hill? At least in my silver surfer. What you have? What you have? Okay, show me your medal. Show me your medal. Yeah, my feed is delayed, guys. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the Americans are gone out by themselves to celebrate. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm just glad that we split up that one too. I'm just happy that we split up that one too. Yeah? Because there's no way I would tolerate ever listening to Rocky Hill and Tunnel Vision on the channel. Ever. Oh my gosh. All right. So that's it, guys. That is it for day one. Jamaica, 2 medals, 2 silver medals. Kishane silver in the 60, and of course Jordan Scott creating history, silver in the triple jump. Right, so really, really happy for how day one went for Team Jamaica. Going in, a little bit overzealous, of course. 2 medals for Jamaica in the 60, and I think I had Jordan down. Where's my little book? I think I had Jordan down for a silver medal, so that was spot on. So Jordan gets his silver. I think I had Jamaica for gold and silver. Jamaica gets silver. Not mad at it, you know what I mean? Still really proud of our team and, my efforts as it relates to, looking forward to whatever team will be coming with at a championships, right? So really good going for our team. I'm happy, 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 happy. Absolutely. Can Jordan Anthony compete in the 100? I don't know if you guys watched, the preview, but I was hinting that Jordan given what I saw from him so far, especially when he ran that 6:43. It definitely looked like to me he could have gone faster. So I was keeping my eyes on him for sure for possible faster, and I was saying he could have gone maybe like a high 6:3. You know what I mean? I was hoping that our Jamaicans could get down, to that level as well. It wasn't to be, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Jordan Anthony, well ran race for the win, but he looked the part as well each round. So it wasn't a surprise. Absolutely not. Each round he looked the caliber man. Also, Trayvon Bromell looked good as well. But Trayvon good. Trayvon will look better in a rounds than him doing a finals. And I think that played out here. I'm proud of Kishane. Each round incrementally getting faster. And yeah, he pulled off a silver here. Right, I'm happy. Right, I don't want to hear nobody complaining about no silver from no Jamaican perspective. Like, on put on the medal, on not put on none. And Kishane give we another medal. On better be grateful. Right, don't talk about that. And yeah, Bramel second, really third. I mean, again, could have saved his best run for the finals. He didn't, so it is what it is. Um, Brian Lavelle. Oh, Azu. Honorable mention Azu. 6.46, just missing out. I also gave him a shout out in my preview video. And interestingly, he really ran around the times that I was expecting him to run. You know what I mean? So, again, people look down on TXC track time and, the predictions. But I wouldn't say, it's really bad or it's bad any at all. You know what I mean? And then Brian Lavelle pulled up, in the race as soon as the race started. So maybe that's why we saw him struggling after his dry phase, because he was, he wasn't building up any speed, and I was just wondering why he felt flat. So maybe he was carrying a niggle, right? And yeah, the final he couldn't carry through. You know what I mean? And he ended up, I think they said seventh in the race. I didn't even see where he placed. Let me go look. Seventh. Oh, because another athlete didn't finish, right? So he was seventh with a 7.69. And to think he stopped running and still running 7.69. That's crazy. But anyway, that being said, I think it was an excellent race all around. And yeah, I'm gonna be ending the stream shortly, guys, because I don't know, I've been on this from day and I need some rest. Plus, I also need to go do another video to post up. You know what I mean? Need to go do another video. So yeah. Oh, yeah, and I better make sure so I'm not happy with the silver. I don't want to hear nobody complain about nothing, because I not put on no medal nowhere. And all of the people that we talk about Kishan need to learn how to dip. Kishan problem was never dipping. So the man dip perfectly. If him did follow back a Trayvon and a dip way before the line, he wouldn't have even probably finished the second he finished. The man time him dip perfectly. No worry about Kishan and no dip. T Kishan got converted to dipping. Listen, Kishan comes and he runs two personal bests, right, indoors, to walk away with a silver medal. Una don't upset me before me leave that stream, yeah? Una don't upset my spirit. T just a celebrate an hour after the fact. Ah, boy, I'm weak. No, sir. I'm sad for Brian, for sure. I hope this doesn't really set him back much. You know what I mean? Um, for 2026, for sure. Excited to see how this goes outdoors. If Jordan takes this form outdoors, yeah, he's really really good technically over the one. Not a bad athlete over the 200 meters as well. So he will feature. You know what I mean? He will definitely feature. So let's see. And one thing I love about his coach, let me just give a shout out to the coach, right? And again, this is respect to what I've seen him do for Noah Lyles. Even before any other athlete, Noah Lyles. I don't know if I can recall Lance Brahman, paying this much attention to athletes, technical capability over the events that they compete in. But what has stood out to me is that ever since, coaching Noah Lyles, you've seen where they've focused a lot on fine tuning, their craft and getting better, which is why Noah Lyles, even though, not very good over the one, was still able to go, 9.79. You know what I mean? So if you take an athlete that has the raw talent, that a Jordan Anthony has, and able to pair it with a coach that can, refine your craft and make sure there's no wasted movement, and you're as relaxed as possible executing. I think that he's going to be dangerous in the future. Will it be for 2026? Maybe not necessarily, not impossible, but maybe not necessarily, but definitely 2027 and 2028, he will be, in my opinion, the number one American guy over the 100. The 200 is still left to be seen. I think that's the weaker of his events, right? So the 200 is still left to be seen, but I think it come 2027, he's going to be number one for America over that 100 meters. And also, yeah, 2028 when the Olympics rolls around. So I just hope he stays on pace.